You're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Uncensored Truth. Today, we are here with the man himself, Mr. Paul Wittenberger.
Yep, very exciting. Very exciting. Got some special news today, and so we thought we would come on Peter's channel and talk about the new film that we have coming up.
Now, just to let people know, we do have some special announcements today, but we're going to get to those in a little bit here. First of all, why don't you tell us why you are making this film?
Okay, for those of you who are tuning in that don't really know much about me, my name is Paul Wittenberger, and I produced a few films in the past, and we're currently making a new film. What this film is about this whole coronavirus debacle and exposing that. So it's going to be a good film. I'm super pumped. We have 33 interviews so far shot. And Peter, you helped me with, I don't know, how many, like 15, 10, 15? Probably at least.
What, 3 states worth?
Yeah, so.
I think I helped you with Arizona, California, and now in Texas.
Right. And so you've been with the 2 of the biggest interviews.
Right.
So far. So we actually 3. You did Peggy Hall, you did Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and you were there for today's interview with Alex Jones, which today's interview went awesome. You want to tell from your point of view kind of what you thought about today's interview?
You know what? I will say this. I know people give Alex a lot of strife. He's a very intense person.
A lot of flack for Alex.
But he's very down to earth, and he's one of the nicest people and most accommodating people you will ever meet.
Yeah, he was awesome. Like today, I can't even say how awesome he was. And it's so different because I interviewed him for The Great Calling years ago, probably almost 10 years ago for that film.
Right.
And unfortunately, that interview was never aired. Because that film was never finished. But it was such a different experience meeting him back then than meeting him today. He was awesome today and just such a nice guy. And he came all the way into the studio today just to interview us. And someone wrote in the comments, how can we find the interview with Alex? We just shot it today, guys. Come on. And also, we are going to be taking calls. So if you want to call into the show, you can call in at 480-519-4999. We're going to do this ghetto style, 480-519-4999. We'll just hold the phone up and let you guys talk on speaker.
Now, mind you, we are on location right now, so that's why we are kind of ghettoing this one tonight.
Yeah. We are in a hotel room. We have an interview scheduled tomorrow. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So I have a bunch scheduled here coming up within the next week. We have 7 more to do on this trip. So
well, let's put it this way. Okay. First of all, how did you get this idea to make this film?
Well, it's a topic I'm super passionate about. Obviously, if you know my films, I talk about the New World Order a lot. I think that this coronavirus debacle is the biggest event that's ever taken place to lead us more towards the New World Order than ever before. And so that's why I'm passionate about this. I hate wearing stupid masks. I've only wore a mask in the airport.
And they're getting worse, by the way.
Yeah. And so I refuse to wear a mask outside the airport. Obviously, I'm still feel like a loser every time I wear it inside the airport.
Now, we were in Austin today, and we went to, for breakfast? Went to an outside diner. It was a walk up to the window type thing. And the lady there was, she opened the sliding window, and first thing she says is, next time, can you please have your masks on? Mind you, we're outside.
No one around us, and there's not any customers around us. None, not one customer. We're outside. It's like, why do we need a mask to order? It's like the weirdest thing ever.
And the food wasn't that great.
Yeah, the food wasn't. We ate some rough food tonight. We stopped at this barbecue place. Texas barbecue is supposed to be really good, but man, my stomach's a little turning right now. Nathan Wallace, hey, good to see you, Nathan. Hope all's well with you guys there.
You know what? I don't think people realize that you and I have gone back for several years. That the first time we worked together was back in 2013 on I helped you out just on a little bit on, was it fluoride, right?
Fluoride Poison on Tap. I remember you did like the title graphic
Correct.
art for the opening title. You helped me out with that.
And then of course we've done several things, throughout the years, and helping out through the on different projects, and being able to work with you on this, I couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Yeah, and this film is going to be awesome, guys. And I have some exciting news I want to share with you guys. We're going to wait a little bit more to share with you.
We need some callers coming in.
Yeah, let's get some callers. Just if you're excited about the film, call in 480-519-4999.
The number's also in the comments.
Right. And then also, if no one calls in, that's fine. We might not get anyone to call in, but there is a few people. We have Celine here. Hey, Celine.
Hey, Celine, how's it going?
And Greg Cameron's always on the stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. I miss doing these lives. I feel like I haven't done a live in the longest time, and then we decided to do it kind of ghetto style here on the road. But
well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you have been on the road for how many months now? I mean, first you were doing on the road for another project, which you can't really talk about at this point. And then now you jump straight from that into this.
Yeah, see, I was working on a film months ago, like 5 months ago. I was working on a film that unfortunately had to stop production because of these travel restrictions and bans that we couldn't finish making it. But it's of God, because this new film, everything seems to be falling in place. God is just really blessing this film. It seems like every interview I want to get, has just gone through and been better than I could have even imagined. So honestly, I really thank God that He is allowing this film to be such a success. When we were talking to Alex today, the first thing Alex, of course, we got Pastor Tommy McMurtry. Look at that picture. That's great. Pastor, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Hey, so are you excited about the new film?
Oh, man, I'm super fired up. Keep
Cool.
getting more and more excited about it. Just wondering when it's coming out.
Right. Yeah, me too. So the goal is 3 months. We want to have it out in 3 months. I have another month of shooting now. I'm gonna make 2 months deadline for the edit, and I'm just gonna work my tail off and try to get it done. Alex today was like, I'm gonna sell this in. I'm gonna pump it up. He was so cool, and he was
Cool.
yeah. So he's really pumped about it. And he's really pumped about it because of what we're gonna tell you in a little bit, and so I think this new film is definitely gonna reach a large audience, and your part in it is huge, because we have a whole segment in there about how this is affecting the church, and
oh, wow.
and the church is being affected by all these lockdowns and restrictions, and it definitely does play into the end times.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, man, I was honored just to have any part in it at all. I feel like, I'm not worthy because we didn't really have any trouble in our area. But at the same time, because there was a lot of people that did have a lot of problems. I'm looking forward to hearing Pastor Shiflett's part on there, because I know he had to deal with some real trouble.
Yeah, Pastor Shiflett did such a great job at the interview, and you did too. Everyone we've interviewed has been knocked it out of the park, and so I'm like, how am I going to edit this together? But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the creme de la creme of each interview, and it's going to be awesome. And
are you going to release full interviews eventually?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, I wanted to do that before, but I don't think that's not going to be feasible and try to get this out in 2 months.
Yeah. I think you need to concentrate on getting that completed. So are you done traveling and doing interviews now?
No, so I'm in Texas right now. I'm going to head up to Montana in 3 days or whatever. And then I'm going to head to Ohio. Then I'm going to St. Louis. Then I'm going back to Florida. Then I'm going to California.
Oh, wow.
And so we have a lot of interviews left. There'll probably be about 50 interviews by the time we're done with this thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, so it's going to be pretty epic.
Yeah. I'm pretty.
You know what?
I mean, what do we have to do to get this thing sped up? Is it all about the work now? I mean, just
yeah. I mean,
all that kind of stuff. I'm sure that
I mean, the only thing that can speed it up is that I could hire an editor, but I don't think that's going to be possible, honestly.
Well, in order to hire an editor, it takes money.
Yeah, and I have to find one local.
Right.
That's the biggest deal. Is I can't hire one remotely. I need to find one in Michigan that can work with me.
Right.
So I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I guess the money to raise for just the production phase of this. But,
yeah. We should have a big fundraiser.
Yeah.
Well, how much do you think you would need to finish this film?
Well, okay, so everything we've done so far has been from the money that's come in so far. So we have met all of our needs so far, which is great, and which has never happened in any of my films in the past. And so I think people are excited about this because they are supporting it. So that's good. And so, yeah, I mean, what we need, I need artwork. So the next part, I'm going to get artwork done on this to get people pumped up and excited.
And the artwork is going to be epic, especially once you guys hear what the big announcement.
The new title. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the new title of the film. The new title is not going to be The Great Reset, guys.
That's just been the working title.
Yeah, it's a working title. We've changed the title of the film, and I think the title of the film is better. What do you think about the title of the film without saying it? Do you think it's better, or what do you think?
I do. I think it's a lot better, especially considering how you're planning on doing this. I think it. Yeah, I mean, I got to think about it after you told me. I don't want to reveal anything, but the way you're planning on putting this out and with titles and everything, I think it's fantastic. So it's gonna be good. So yeah, if you were able to hire one of those editors, do you think you'd be able to get those interviews out ahead of time too? Because I think if you could release those interviews, and then all those people that were involved, were putting that stuff out there. To be kind of promoting it for you just by, putting by putting their part out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's something I didn't think about. So that's a great idea. Maybe just hire someone to do this.
Different people
advertising
for you before it comes out. That way they're all hyped up about it.
And that's something I wanted to do from the beginning. Remember originally when I was talking to you about doing this, I said what I wanted to do is release all the full interviews like as I'm doing it or prior to the movie coming out. So that was the original concept. So yeah, hopefully we can.
But here's the thing: most importantly, this information needs to get out there.
Yeah, and it's all so timely right now. So I want to get it out as soon as possible, but I only can do so much.
That's the thing. I'm just so anxious for it to get out because I think we're at the point right now where the dam's about to burst, but the public is just still so lethargic and not as fired up as they should be. And so we really need something to just kind of push everybody over the edge so they'll just finally say enough's enough and, stop this nonsense. Because, I just don't see any other major effort out there to just wake people up out of their slumber in this whole thing.
Right. And that's what Alex was saying today is like, we need a film like this. And I think this is perfect for it. So, hey, thanks for calling in, Pastor. I appreciate all your support on this project so far and everything you've done as well.
Yes, Pastor. Thank you.
Glad to have helped. So,
All right, Pastor. We'll talk later.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, that was Pastor Tommy McMurtry. He's the pastor at Liberty Baptist Church in Rock Falls, Illinois. He's a great guy. If you're in the Rock Falls area, make sure to go check out his church. He's definitely doing great work there in Rock Falls.
And he will be in this film, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. He did a great interview. I love how his interview looked, how it was lit. Some of the interviews I didn't like very good. You know, the lighting is tricky because it's all based on how much time you have and what the location is like. More based on what time you have, because we had some pretty junky interviews that we made look pretty good.
I tell you what, you know, let's get some likes on this video real quick, and then we'll jump in and tell you what the big announcement is.
Yeah, let's get some likes. All right, that's a good idea.
So.
Are you guys able to hear us all right? Because we don't have a mic or anything. I don't know if you were able to even hear that phone call. Maybe just hit a thumbs up if you could hear the phone call all right. It's been a pretty crazy trip, crazy couple months here.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, we've been shooting about on average about 2 interviews a day.
Well,
and it takes about what?
1 interview a day.
But
some days we do 2.
Yeah. And it takes about what? About an average of 2 to 3 hours per interview. An hour to set up, do the interview, and then tear down.
Yeah. 3 hours, and then plus drive there and back. Plus, you know, we get back, and I have a computer right behind this computer that's logging footage. So we have to log footage every night for a few hours. Yeah, it's people don't understand all that goes into this. Like, we have a minivan downstairs that's just filled with equipment that has, like, I don't know. I rented 6 stands, and then I brought like 15 stands. So it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
plus all the lights and stuff. Yeah, it's not fun traveling around with that, but you know, it's great though. These interviews are turning out so great, and I want to tell you guys because I want to get your guys' opinion about this new title. So we have decided, and I say we very loosely, I have decided to change the name of the film. I never really liked The Great Calling, but it's kind of what the movie's about.
You mean The Great Reset?
Oh yeah, The Great Reset. I made a film called The Great Calling. The Great Reset. You know, that's what the film's about. But you know, it's also just about about the coronavirus. It's gonna talk about all the issues surrounding the coronavirus, and so we thought it would be a good idea to name the film something different. That relates to the title. You know what you're watching as soon as you see the title. And so we have decided to call the film.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I think we should just tell them. They've waited this long. Let's just tell them.
All right, very good. We'll tell them. COVID Land. Now, it is the greatest title in the world. COVID Land.
Even Alex Jones was giddy about it.
Man, he was so pumped. He was like, "That's such a great name," and it really does. It just sums up everything because we're living in this COVID land, and so each part. So we decided to make this thing a mini series, just like they do on Netflix and Amazon now. 4 hours long. So they have 4 different parts that are hour long each.
So what are these parts going to entail?
So like, I don't know. I have to rethink out this movie, but a little bit. But you know, one part will be, you know, unmasked. It'll be like COVID Land : like unmasked, COVID Land, The Great Reset. You know, and we're going to talk about so many different things. We're trying to get a lot of doctors. We got a great interview with a hospice worker that was just fantastic. And I think that's one of the big problems with what's going on. And so if you have any good ideas, let me know. But we have the whole outline of the film done. But now that I've switched it to this 4-part series, I'm going to kind of change the order of it a little bit. I need to think that through a little bit.
Tell you what, if you guys like COVID Land, give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you like COVID Land.
Yeah,
and call in. I mean,
if you
let us
don't
know what you
like the
think.
name, don't tell me. I don't want to know. It's done. All right.
Hey,
COVID
put it this
Land.
way, Alex Jones liked it, so
Yeah,
that's enough.
everyone likes it. Everyone that I've talked to likes it. It's gonna be, and the artwork's gonna be cool. The artwork's gonna be really cool. So I have a fantastic artist that does our DVDs. My wife, of course, but no. I have another artist that has been that did all my films up to Babylon USA, and then they would not work with me anymore because of yeah. So I had an artist that was a major Hollywood artist that did DVD designs, that did blockbuster DVDs, big movie names. I don't want to give her name out, but she hopefully, and I think I can talk her into it, is going to help me with this new film. And so it says audio is choppy. That's too bad.
I mean, everyone else is saying the audio is great, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. So
it might be just
so
our internet stream.
hopefully we're gonna have the sweetest artwork.
Right.
And I mean, what do you picture when you hear COVID Land?
Honestly, like, when you were first telling me about it, I picture like this amusement park of craziness.
Right, because that's what this is. It's like an amusement park. Every time you go outside, it's like you're in an amusement park. I mean,
it's
the world's
crazy.
gone crazy, and so yeah, I think it's going to be a cool idea.
But it's not the good amusement park though.
No, yeah. So and Alex is, like he said, he must have told us 20 times during this interview, he's gonna pump this thing. He's so excited to support this new movie, and so, which is great because he really pushed a few of my films in the past, and that made them blow up and really get out there to a lot of people. And that's what we want. We want this to get out to as many people as possible. I mean, I don't work this hard for 100 people to see it. I mean, that would be horrible.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, let's give an example. I mean, you're traveling the country several times, and this is months away from your wife and kids. And you have, 5 children?
Yeah, and we're investing tons and tons of money into these projects, and they're not cheap. I mean, to come out here, just to give you kind of an example of what kind of goes into it. So you have to book the interviews, which is a lot of work on its own. So you have to book the interviews, but then you have to write out all the questions. And, it seemed easy, write out all the questions, but then you have to watch like hours of interviews from these people and make sure you ask them the right questions that they are experts on, or what they know on. And so you have to get them the questions, and then you have to get the hotels, and you have to travel with all this equipment. Like, I'm traveling with 3 suitcases, 2 50-pound suitcases and 100-pound suitcase, and that's just kind of how I'm getting around.
Hello, Florida Mark.
Hey, Florida Mark. Thank you. So yeah, so you have to get here, then you have to set up, tear down, drive a lot of miles, and then you have to get back to your hotel, plan the next day, log the footage, and do these live streams that you come up with here. No, I'm excited. I'm excited to tell people about this new idea. I hope you get no thumbs ups. Not one person likes the name of the film.
COVID Liberty Baptist Church, Pastor Mercury says, COVID Land censored.
Right, and we're talking about censorship a lot in this film because and one of the points that we're making is how YouTube or Google had this. I don't want to tell. I don't want. You're just say. We'll save it for the film. But we are talking a lot about censorship in the film, and also a lot of other.
What's okay. On this show, we've had a lot of special guests. We've had Verl Farnsworth. We had Peggy Hall. We're going to have several others. But what was it like working with some of these people?
Everyone's been super cool that we've interviewed. So yeah, I mean, everyone's different, and you don't really, you only see them for a couple hours, so it's really, yeah.
Now,
Everyone's been good.
Absolutely.
There's been a couple rough interviews. I'm not gonna
well,
lie.
we're not gonna mention names.
I'm
here.
not gonna lie. There's been like 3 interviews that are probably not going to be in the film. Unfortunately.
But I think
so we have 33 shot, and I'm counting the bad ones in because I still went through all the effort to get those in, but yeah, they might not be in the film.
You know what? Who was it was Peggy Hall that everyone said. I mean, everyone we interviewed said you have to get her in this.
And we got Peggy, and Peggy nailed that interview. It was awesome. I mean, one of the best interviews. I would say like Alex Jones was probably the best interview. Probably Peggy, and then Alex.
Right, and I would put it this way. Actually, I would put Alex first, just because of his passion and stuff like that.
He was on
Peggy
fire
was
today.
Equal with him.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen the Peggy Hall episode and you want to know more about her, go. I want to say it was episode 7. Go watch it
on Peter's channel.
Yes.
So make sure you go check out some of Peter's previous episodes where he talks to these people. Alex Jones is awesome. Thank you. And you know what? I am sick of people who talk bad about Alex Jones. People don't have to agree with everyone 100%. Alex is a real guy. Like, you can tell his passion. And, he's helped me out so much in my life. He pushed every film I made up until the Book of Revelation series. He even sold that film. He sold all my films prior to the Book of Revelation, New World Order Bible versions, After the Tribulation, What in the World Are They Spraying, Their Great Calling, Fluoride Poison on Tap. He sold all my films and has just been the biggest distributor out of anyone in my life. And so, it's hard for me to talk bad about Alex. And then, him to be so awesome to me today.
Well, let's give an idea about him. When I was there, I got to see him behind the scenes. And he would go up to his staff and even people who weren't his staff, like the cleaning crew and stuff like that, who are hired in. And he would treat them with the utmost respect. Like, hi, how are you doing? He would actually treat them like they were a person. And like, you get some people, some bosses who just treat you like, okay, you're like you're nobody. But that's Alex. I mean, he was just awesome.
Right. Yeah, it was really cool, man. Yeah.
He's
he was the catalyst for me hearing Pastor Anderson and you, Paul. Yeah, so he was the catalyst for a lot of people to hear about me. Honestly, like, when we made After the Tribulation, no one watched it. It probably got like a few thousand views by the time, we released it in December. By the time middle of January came out, it only got a few thousand views on YouTube. And then Alex picked up the film, started selling it, started pushing it on his channel like every day. He made trailers promoting that. He made a bunch of things just promoting that movie. And that thing got hundreds of thousands of views overnight, millions of views within. It's hard for me to talk bad about a person who's done so much for me. And so I appreciate him. And I'm just super pumped. Not one thumbs up. No one likes the name of the film.
I know we got several thumbs up.
Where? Who? No, don't thumbs up the YouTube link. Then I don't know. Put thumbs up in the comments.
And the YouTube link.
Okay. Well, you can do that too. But that doesn't tell me anything if you like the name of the title of the film. Come on, people.
So why COVID Land? And how did you come up with that name?
It's a perfect name. Okay, the way I came up with it is I don't have the book right with me, but I was reading a book. There was Pamela, this woman named Pamela, I forget her last name, starts with a P. I'm spacing on it right now. Anyway, she wrote an amazing book on the coronavirus, which it's called Operation Popper. Yes. Pamela Popper. Thank you, Tracy.
And we got a thumbs up.
Yeah, okay. One person likes the title of the film. That's great. All right, cool.
So now we got several.
Okay, there we go. Okay. It must be behind.
And he got a high five too.
Okay, you got it. Okay, thank you, Nathan. So, okay. We got 3 thumbs up. Thank God someone likes the title of the film besides me. All right, I loved it. Okay, I've been excited. So we interviewed. Who did we interview yesterday?
David Knight.
We interviewed David Knight yesterday, and he loved the name of the film too. So this is a new development. I just thought of it like 2 days ago. Anyways, the book, they had a subheading in the book called COVID Land, and it said something else before and after. I was like, COVID Land. That's the name of the movie. It's perfect. And so it's not unique to me. I did not come up with this. But Pamela Popper, I think that's how you call it, Popper. She came up with it. I think maybe someone else gave it to her, but thank you, Pamela. I'm interviewing her in 2 weeks in Ohio. So I'm going to thank her in person. And it sounds like Candleland, very neat and catchy. Thank you. It's going to be catchy. The artwork's going to be clean and crisp and beautiful and poppy. That's what I'm thinking, poppy. I don't know. I'm going to tell all this to my artist, and hopefully she nails it. She always does. And so I just have to pay her. That's a problem.
So, I mean, if somebody wants to support you, how can they go about doing that?
So if you go to framingtheworld.com, type in The Great Reset, which is soon to be COVID Land, it'll come up and you can donate to the projects there. But I really appreciate everyone that has donated to this thing. It's crazy to me how many people have donated to this new movie. And this has been fully donor supported, right? Totally. And I think it's just a testament to show how many people are excited about this topic. Not everyone buys into this crap that we have to wear masks and that we need to, believe that this is a legitimate virus. This thing is not a legitimate virus. This is not going to destroy the population of the world. We need to be worried about what it is destroying, not our health, but it is destroying our civil liberties. It is destroying our rights as Americans. It's destroying the way of life that we have always known. And so, it needs to be talked about. Mm-hmm. And I think this is great that it's going to be a 4-hour-long thing because, we can cover so many more topics. And, what I want people to do is I don't want to just preach to the choir. I don't want this movie to just be for the people that already believe that it's a hoax. I want people that are just like mask wearers. By the time they're done watching this film, they go, whoa. And they take off their mask and they realize that this whole thing has been a hoax. And so, I truly believe that when you're done watching this series, you're going to be like, whoa, because the interviews that we've got has just been like so powerful. I mean, there was at least 4 times during the Alex interview that I was like, that is in the film. Like, that is amazing. Like, he must have given us like at least 10 minutes of just solid, quotes. Yeah, just solid. That's in the film. Like 10 minutes is a lot. So yeah, I just can't wait to get it out. I can't wait to just get out to be. And Peter said, because this film is going to be a voiceover driven film. Because I've never made a film like that. So I wanted to make this a little different than all my other films. I want it to be a voiceover driven piece, cut in with news, B-roll, and obviously all these interviews. And so I don't even remember what I was talking about. Do you remember where was I going with that thing? No, I think this is going to be a very intense project. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's just going to be awesome. And the mask scene is going to be the best. The mask scene. I hope, because I hate the mask. It is the dumbest thing I've ever had to wear. Right. I agree. Right. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3 from the same person. 7 thumbs up, people. 7 people like the name of the new title of the film. No one's giving it a thumbs down yet. Thank you. Please don't.
You'll hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I come on. Take it easy on me here.
No, but
let me go to bed happy.
You know what? I think that, this is, how did we get here? How did we get as a country, as a world, as a human race? How did we get to this point? And that's something that this film is going to talk about.
Yeah, and it didn't just happen overnight. This has been a slow burner. They've been changing the minds of people for generations. Here in Canada, you got a fine. I think it's 3,000 or so if caught not wearing a mask. What in the world? Canada has lost their mind. I'm so glad I live in the United States.
But you know what? But here's the thing. I hate wearing the mask. And first and foremost,
sucks.
First and foremost, it goes against the constitutional rights, and it goes against your human rights as well. It's a muzzle. It's a face diaper. All it is to condition you, and it's a suffocation device, as Peggy Hall and others have said. You can't breathe with it on, and all it's doing is destroying your immune system. Why wear it?
Right.
And the fact is that they're making it political to where you have to wear it, and you get in trouble, even legal trouble if you don't wear it. There's something behind that, and that's what people need to be looking at. Why are they taking it to that extreme? It ain't because of a pandemic. We've had pandemics for years. Look at every election year. It seems like there's always a new pandemic. What makes this one different?
Right. And you know what? The biggest thing about the mask is I think it's programming people to, when they walk into a store, they're used to showing proof of something, so, the mark of the beast, you're going to have to show it to buy and sell. And, I think this is just getting us used to having to show something to enter grocery stores, to just go about your daily life. Basically,
and it's going to come down to a digital passport. If you don't have, that's what they're going to be pushing next, is this vaccine.
Right.
In this vaccine passport, to where if you don't have that, you won't be able to buy or sell or travel. And it's going to get to the point, like Alex was saying today, you're not going to be able to step 5 feet outside your house without getting in trouble.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's nothing drives me more crazy than the mask. And, the airports have lost their mind. You got a thumbs up and a thumbs down. What's that about? Wow. So they kind of like it. They're just not used to it yet. It might take some time to grow into you. Great Reset Worldwide. So, because COVID Land's a great title. I don't care if you don't like it, even though it's like this.
Well, let's put it this way. Are they thumb upping and thumb downing the title, or are they thumb upping and thumb downing what we're talking about?
No, they're thumbing up. This is the title, man. This is what we've been trying to get. We've been trying to get thumbs up all night. At least the guy's honest, but please, no more honesty, all right? He was telling me thumbs down without trying to hurt my feelings. He's like, I kind of like it. Anyway, here in Texas, over the next few days, so our biggest name is Alex, obviously. But we have the second biggest name coming up on this trip soon, in a couple of days. David Knight is great. David Knight is awesome. I love that guy. He was so nice to us yesterday. He was such a gracious guy. We rented this Airbnb.
So what is the name of the film?
Oh, you're just tuning in now. Okay, Jarrett. Hey, this is Jarrett. Jarrett, what's up, man? The name of the film is called COVID Land. All right? COVID Land. It's going to be a 4-hour long, it's like a docu-series, like Netflix does, the hour-long episode. So it's going to be great. And hopefully it's through Alex that we're going to do this.
And Meister replied to you, yeah, it'll grow it. He'll grow to it.
He'll grow on him. Yeah. You're going to see the artwork and you're going to be like, oh, I get it. Because what I have in my mind is the most amazing artwork.
Right.
And it's going to look awesome. It's going to be like we're in an amusement ride.
That's all this is. We're going on the political, propaganda ride here.
Yeah. It would be pretty awesome to get Kent Hovind in it. We did get Kent Hovind in it, and he will be in this film. And so he was one of the 33 people we have interviewed so far. And by the time we leave Texas here, we will have 39 interviews. And if it is Coveland, does that mean that it's just not about the U.S. or worldwide? No, obviously this is about worldwide. I'm only interviewing people that live in the United States because I don't want to interview people through Skype. I want all the interviews to look awesome. And if you've been following me on Facebook, you can see some of the stills from these interviews. And so far, probably half of them look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're amazing.
They're definitely the best interviews I've seen. Finish your sentence. What is the next big name? What does that mean? What does that mean? Finish your sentence. What is the next big name?
So who's the next big name you're going to interview?
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you the big name because what if they back out because some idiot writes them? And I need to get their signature first. You know, once I get their signature, then I can announce that they are legit. Like Alex Jones here. Huh? Signature. That is what I need before I announce that they're in the film.
Now, let's let them know. I mean, you've got some very big names apart from Alex Jones to include like Dr. Judy Mikovich and Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Okay. No, I don't know about COVID land. I don't care, Maria. You will you will love it someday. Maybe not right away. Once you see the artwork, you're gonna love it. And you know what? The Great Reset, like Alex said, it's too overplayed. Everyone talks about that. It's just gonna, when you Google it, it's just gonna all go in the tour into Pastor Anderson over the Orlando event. Never watched him since. I don't know about that. Anyways, yeah. So,
well, here's the thing. I mean, the whole point is, I mean, you don't have to agree with everyone for them to know they have good information to put out there. You may not have.
You're not going to agree with everyone. People are insane that they have to agree with everyone on everything. It's like, what in the world? Who are your friends? Do you have any friends where you have to agree with everything? Thumbs up. Jarrett, you don't? Yes, that's it, man. It's a good name. COVID Land. It's going to be cool.
So far, I've liked all your documentaries.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm sure you're going to love COVID Land. And you might not love the title, but it will grow on you.
Hey, it's put this way. It's definitely a lot better than The Great Reset, which has been done so many times in different documentaries.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know.
Got another thumbs up.
Got another thumbs up. So anyway, so we are headed to Montana next. We're going to be here in Texas till Wednesday. And then I'm going to head up to Montana, and I'll be in Montana for 4 days. I'm only getting 2 interviews while I'm in Montana. That's going to be a horrible, horrible place to do an interview. I tried to rent some gear in Montana because I have to rent gear everywhere I go because you can't. It's just not possible to fly with all this equipment. So I rented to rent gear in Montana is impossible. Because there's nothing near Kalispell, Montana. There's nothing. There's no rental houses. There's no lighting houses. So I have to drive 2.5 hours, go pick up equipment, and then drive back 2.5 hours to do the interview.
Where are you going to Billings?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know the name of the town. I have it somewhere. Alex Jones needs to watch Marching Zion. He did not sell Mark. Did he?
I thought you said he did.
No, I don't think.
No?
He
Okay.
didn't sell Marching Zion. No, he was gone by Marching Zion.
The title guarantees it will be banned. Probably off YouTube and stuff like that. But who
never
cares?
expected to be on YouTube anyways. It's going to last, like, no matter what the title is, it's going to last like 10 seconds on YouTube. There's no way it's going to last on YouTube. Do it. And he seems to be, I mean, he was saying like he has all these ideas for movies he wants me to make. I'm like, I said, slow down, Alex. Let's do one movie at a time here. Let's get this one out first. And it's really cool because I was telling Peter before the interview, I was like, Alex is not going to even remember who I am. Like, even though I've interviewed him before,
and that was 6 years ago.
It's like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was for The Great Culling. That came out in 2010.
Okay, you're right. No, well,
So-
it's 11 years.
11 years ago. That's when I interviewed him. And somehow he remembered me.
First thing he said is like, "Hey, I remember you."
Yeah, that was cool. I was like, and we were joking around. It was like he was my best friend. It was awesome today. So, no, that was after. Yeah, that was after the book
Are
Revelation.
you covering vaccines in the movie?
Oh yeah, we have a whole section on the coronavirus vaccine. Big section. We've interviewed Robert F. Kennedy Jr. We've interviewed Andy Wakefield. We have a lot of great vaccine interviews that we're about to do. We're also interviewing, what's her name? Dr. Tenpenny. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about who we haven't got yet. Don't contact her. She's going to be great.
So you're getting all the big names, the names of the names in this movie.
We're trying to. I mean, it's been working out so far. The goal is I want to get every big name possible. So how be Alex Jones is part of this movie. I agree. How cool was the interview to him? It was so cool to interview him, and back and watch. We talked about that on length, but he's just such a cool guy. Yeah. So our next trip after Montana, then we're going to Ohio, then to St. Louis, then to Atlanta, then to Florida, then to California again.
And mind you, you've already been to these other East Coast places already.
Yeah, and you cannot fly to California. You have to drive out there.
Because it's a
Quarantine.
mandatory 10-day quarantine.
Yeah.
Right?
So like last time I flew to Phoenix and then drove out to California.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm so tired right now. Like I had to lay down before this interview right tonight. I was like,
how about masks?
I feel sick. I think it was that barbecue we ate though.
It was good going down.
It was so good. It was so tender. But yes, I'm telling you, Alex seemed like he was genuinely like so excited about this film. He was like, he said he would promote it, push it. He wants to sell it. He wants to, he wants to do the whole thing. And, last time he said that to me, he blew up all my other films. So I believe him when he's saying that. And he seemed super pumped. How about Wiles
of the Devil?
What is it? What is that?
I'm not for sure.
What are you talking about? Anyways, it was good going down. Yeah, it was really good going down. But man, my stomach is like, I was like, did I get the COVID? I was telling him like, oh, I got the COVID.
No, you just ate too much good barbecue.
Yeah. Alex gave me the COVID. That's what it is. I have a question for you guys. As a mother, how could I protect your children from this propaganda? I mean, if they're in school, I mean, how do you protect? You got to get them out of school. Make sure. I just got an interview booked. Very good. I got it.
Hey, look, this is live.
I got another one. This is a big name, but I have to go back to Florida. That was the one I was saying I was going to Florida. But it's official now. I'm going to Florida.
But to answer the question,
I'm going to Jacksonville again.
So, as a mother, how could you protect your children from this propaganda?
We're talking about that in this film a lot.
I would say, don't let them wear masks.
Stop. Refuse to wear masks.
Don't do vaccines.
People do what their parents do. So if you walk around with your mask, you walk around bowing down to the government, obviously they're going to be the same. Interview Owen Schneider or Schroyer. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's too late. I didn't set him up.
And plus, a lot of these people are very hard to get hold of. I mean, it took you months to get Alex.
Dude, months. I was months to get a hold of Alex. But we made it work. And okay, what do we got? Amen. Godspeed on your document. Thank you, Pastor Michael Johnson. Thank you. I appreciate that. It should be good. We got a lot of great pastors. We just interviewed Pastor Jason Georges in Michigan. He is a Baptist pastor in Michigan that works with Stand Up Michigan. That is a great organization up there. that talks about these issues, and he is the one that is standing up against this.
Now, you are living in Michigan now. What is that like, having gone from Arizona to Michigan and dealing with all this?
Michigan is so much better, even though we have the worst governor in the world.
You have Whitmer, right?
Yeah, but we're not in a big city. Like, I'm 25 minutes from a Starbucks, guys. So I'm not near anywhere. So anyways, because I live in the rural area, no one cares about masks, which is great. And when I lived in Phoenix, it's just, you couldn't go anywhere without a mask. And now
that you've been traveling the country, I mean, do you have any horror stories that you could tell people about? I mean, I'm assuming you have to go to the grocery store, or go to some kind of stores.
Well, we got kicked out of a grocery store when we were in Phoenix.
Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
We went in there, and what was it? We told them we had, medical conditions, which we do.
I have bad CS, guys. I have horrible CS, and it acts up every time I put on a mask, so I can't wear a mask. And so when these people at the grocery store tell you have to wear a mask, I'm like, I can't. I have CS. Like, don't you understand? Why can't you have some empathy for me that I have CS?
Right.
And you know what CS means? Common sense. I have common sense, and it just destroys me every time I put it on.
But we went in there, and we were doing our shopping, and then we got approached
by like 6 people just panicking,
including the store manager and these wannabe rent-a-cops.
Yeah.
And they said, "Here, give us your items. We'll pay for them. We'll buy them for you." And they kicked us out. And so we're waiting outside. And they came outside and said, "Hey, do you got a form of payment?"
Yeah, I was like, I thought you were going to pay for this for us. Anyways, Marissa Lone is in the comments. It's more than likely Dustin's in the comments. Dustin, love you, man. I'm so glad to see you in the comments. You admit, Dustin has been the guy I call and tell all these exciting news stories to. I think I called up Dustin and who else? I called up Logan, of course, and I was like, "Dude, I got the sweetest name for the film, COVID Land." And I told this to Logan, and there's a long pause. I was like, I built it up. I was like, COVID Land, and he was like, it was just silence for like 10 seconds. I'm like. And he's like, "That's the greatest title ever." And I'm like, "Yes, I know. It is the greatest title ever."
You know what? We're about 53 minutes in. Let's get to some Q&A.
No one's going to call in. Come on, guys.
We need some Q&A here.
480-519-4999. 480-519-4999. And if you want to say how much you hate the title, please don't call in. I don't want to hear you.
Call in.
Yeah, but if you want to say you love the title, please call in. And look at those kids. I miss them. See that one? That's Abigail. See that one? That's Elizabeth. That one is Isabella, and that one is my boy Josiah.
And you got one missing in there.
Yeah, and there's another one that is crying somewhere, I'm sure. Her name is Abigail. And my wife is crying right now, probably because she's crying.
But no, even in the comments here, ask us questions. If you want to know anything about this film, the process has gone into it, ask us.
Did I not say her name right? Did I say her name wrong? Miriam. What did I say her name was? I think I just called my daughter something else.
Oh, Abigail.
Oh, yeah, it's Miriam.
See, you've been away too long.
Wow, I forgot my daughter's name already. Wow.
Yeah, she's not going to let you forget that one, are you?
It's a father thing. All right. Anyway, so yeah, it's been going great, guys. We got a lot of great interviews coming up. So the plan is to edit these. Not edit. Good night. I'm not going to get any. It's film for the next 3 weeks to a month. Get all these interviews shot, and then my drop dead date is if I'm not doing any interviews past March 31st. Drop dead. So the goal is to have the film then done by May 31st. That's the goal. May 31st. So April Fool's Day is the day this is going to be released.
Potentially.
No, sorry, after May, it's June, not April.
Right?
Good night. I don't even know my months either. I'm tired, guys.
Like I said, you've been traveling for how many months now? Since what, December?
Yeah, we've been shooting. So we've done 33 interviews since December, late December.
No, January.
No, we did. I did Pastor. I did 2 interviews.
Sarah Wallace. Hello.
Sarah. Yes, Sarah did an interview with us about hospice. She nailed it in her interview, and I love how the lighting turned out. So your interview is awesome, Sarah.
Hey, you gotta give a thumbs up. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been paying attention.
Oh yeah,
Sarah.
Sarah. We have a new title for the film. It is now called COVID Land, and it's going to be a 4-part, hour-long series, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, guys. So I really hope you guys all check that out.
Now, when he says 4-part, hour-long series, he actually means 4 hour parts. It's like gonna be a mini series.
Yeah, 4-hour parts. Yeah.
But you know what? I think everyone is enjoying this, and this has been amazing to work on.
If they're enjoying it, why are they not calling in? No one's enjoying this. No one's calling in. I have to like pull people to give a thumbs up for this title. We got 1 thumbs up here recently, Marissa. That's all that wants to give a thumbs up, and it's really Dustin probably.
You said Logan instead of Dustin.
Look, I'm tired, people. Like I am so tired.
Okay, here's the thing. We're in Austin right now. We have to drive to Houston tomorrow and then back to Austin, and then, all in one day. I mean, that's just to get 1 interview.
And I think this guy's going to be pretty cool. He's like he's running for Congress, and he looks like the typical Texan. He has this big cowboy hat, and Logan did react that way though. Yeah, he did. Yeah, because I had the phone on speaker. My wife was listening, and I was like, COVID land. And it's just the longest pause. I was like, what in the world? It's like, I love it.
So you're going to be traveling to all these different states.
Yeah, and hopefully I can pay for all of it.
Right, and that's where we need your help.
Yeah.
I mean, this is completely donor funded. I mean, if you are excited about this, if you like the title, COVID Land,
it's cool.
Go to framingtheworld.com. Support this project. I mean, especially if you believe in something like this, if you're passionate about this kind of information getting out there. This is not something that's just for the US. This is something that's going to be worldwide. And, for Christians and non-Christians alike. And so, I mean, this is something everyone needs to see.
I don't think we're going to do a theatrical premiere, because how do you even do that with a 4-hour-long series? Who, I don't know. I think what I would love to do is I just want Alex to release it through his channel and release 1 episode at a time. And then also simultaneously sell the 4-disc or the 2-disc DVD. So it'd be the first 2 episodes on the first disc and the second 2 episodes on the second disc. But theatrical premieres, I'm sick of doing theatrical premieres. I'll probably never do a theatrical premiere again, especially in multiple states. It takes so much money, so much time. It's not worth it. And then no one buys the DVD because all those people go see it for free, and then no one buys it. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are certain films out there that putting it out there for free is worth it. Like Being Baptist, for example, and After the Tribulation, and all these other films that you have done that have gone out there and been.
Well, this one will be free too.
Right, but but they're talking about this is some of these films have gone out there to actually win people to Christ.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, in that aspect, yes, the information trumps the finances, but it takes a lot of money to make these projects, and that's what we keep trying to hammer out there. That's what's because if we don't have the finances, we can't do this.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. I mean, it's and things are only getting more expensive. I know things are tight for everyone, but we want to get this information out there.
You guys are gonna love this film. I already love it. I'm so pumped about it.
Yes.
Like I was just I was so amped up all day today, and not just because of my 5 cups of coffee today. This is a really good place, actually. I went in there and they did not care that I didn't have a mask, and so you can't go to Starbucks. My days of Starbucks are over. You cannot. They won't let you anywhere near Starbucks without a mask. And then so in Boston, I went to get a Starbucks in Boston. They would not let me order Starbucks in the drive-through line without a mask on. In the drive-through, it's like, are you insane? So now they're making you wear masks in the drive-through. Ugh. Yeah, Boston, Washington, D.C. area, that place is just horrible. Same California.
All right. I think we're going to try to wrap this up.
Yeah, it's been over an hour and not one phone call. All we have is our canned phone call from Pastor McMurtry. That's it. No one called in. Not one person. That was worth it. Everything was worth it. And I want to start doing my live show again, but
I mean, you haven't had time.
I haven't. There's no way.
I mean, half your equipment's torn down, and you're on the road.
Yeah, my studio is in shambles because I need all that equipment for these shoots.
People love the mask. No, I don't think people love the mask. I'm going to disagree with that. I think people are afraid of the consequences of not wearing a mask.
This is my daughter right now. See that? See that in the background? That's me and Peter. It's horrible. It's so bright. How do we? Anyways, that is my daughter right now. That's what my wife is going through right now. Huh. She's so cute.
But no, seriously though, please go support Paul here. You know, support this project. Go to framingtheworld.com. Also, if you like content like this, if you want to support this show, please go like, subscribe. Also, you can support me on Patreon. You know, that's how I'm able to come out here to help Paul out and, you know, stuff like that as well.
Yeah. Because he's doing this all out of the goodness of his heart. Yeah. So, yeah, if you can, you know, make sure you at least support his channel by, you know, watching his previous episodes and sharing them. Because the one with
Peggy Hall.
Peggy Hall was great. Yeah. Peggy's great, man.
And we're going to have Dr. Judy Mikovic on there. We're going to have, I mean, I've already been in contact. We're going to have Kent Hovind on here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have several others. I got a list of them. We're just, you know, working out the schedules and stuff like that, you know, travel permitting us, you know, but we're going to have some great content coming out.
Right. And you know what? Speaking of COVID land, one of my favorite things on this trip
Did you get your
was
kids
go
their gifts?
to Hershey Land. I don't know if it's called Hershey Land, but we went to Hershey, Pennsylvania to interview Sarah Wallace. And she took us out to the chocolate factory and we toured the chocolate factory. Total highlight of the trip. And I got all this chocolate. And yes, my kids love their chocolate. And we had a birthday party for my daughter as soon as we got back. And everybody at the party got 2 chocolates. So everyone at the party also loved their presents. And so, yeah, that was
Hershey
really,
Park.
Hershey Park. Yeah, that was a great place. And they didn't make you wear a mask. They gave us this little badge to show that we were mask exempt.
Now, Phoenix Zoo make you wear masks outside. They're super strict. Now, here's the thing.
I would not go to there. Why? I don't understand why people support these places. They need to stop giving their business to people that make you wear masks.
You know what? I think we need to get Sarah Wallace on this show sometime.
Yeah, Sarah's great.
You need to come on here, Sarah.
Yeah. Because, you know, what they're doing to the nursing home patients and hospice, people that are in hospice is just tragic.
Now, I mean, you let people know, I mean, I come from a medical background. So because I was a corpsman in the military, mind you, it was a few years back. But, you know, seeing all this stuff, it's mind-boggling because it goes against everything that's medically ethical.
Right. Someone asked, Pastor Steven Anderson in this film, No, I think he wears the mask. I don't think he would want to be part of this film. I think he, is for the lockdown. So I don't know why I'd put him in this film.
She says, "Sure, guys, got my number. I'll come on whenever."
Yep, great. So there you go, Peter.
I'll get your number from Paul.
Yep.
But yes, like I said, you can go support us. Like I said, the Patreon is the best way to support here. Support the project through Framing the World. And you know what? I think people are in for a real treat.
I think so too, man. And especially with the new title, COVID Land. And so we got 25 thumbs up and there's 25 people watching. That's pretty good.
Yes. All right.
Hey, man. Hey, we had a very good day today. I am just pumped. I wish I could show you some of these pictures. If you go to my Facebook, you'll see 3 pictures. I only post 3, but I got a bunch from this video today. I think you posted some cool pictures too on your Facebook.
I go to the Being Baptist Productions Facebook page, and you can see some, subscribe to that as well. And you can see a lot of really cool up-to-date stuff. We posted some really cool behind-the-scenes photos. Like I said, a lot of the stuff we don't want to post just because we want to keep it suspenseful for the film. But, there's some cool shots we just can't, we can't hold out on.
Right. Yeah. So, as we close here, I want to see there's 25 people watching.
And 26 thumbs up.
Big numbers. I want 25 thumbs up. Come on. If you like the title. Now, if you don't like the title, don't thumbs up. But if you do like the title, give me one more thumbs up. Make me feel good. Make me go to bed real nice.
Oh, do we got a call in?
That might be an interview.
I don't know. Let's find out.
It's from. I'm not going to answer this online. This is from Texas. I probably should show that number. I'm not going to answer that. That's probably an interview. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I am picturing an opening scene of a creepy circus with everyone walking around with masks. I agree. Like, that's the thing. That's what's so great about this title is because it's like a land. It's like you're in an amusement park. And I heard Disneyland's horrible right now. Thumbs up. Jarrett, you don't know how to do the thumbs up. Brownsville, Texas. They're calling twice.
I would try just.
Let me answer it offline.
Okay.
Hello?
1 second here.
Yes.
Maybe get another interview here. But
Yeah, okay. So I'm just making sure that let me hold on. I'm going to put you on.
okay.
All right, just making sure that wasn't an interview, people. All right. So did you want to say something on the show?
It's okay. I just wanted to tell you, you guys are doing a great job.
Oh,
Thank you.
And who is this?
This is Ophelia.
Oh, Ophelia, thank you so much for your
You're
support,
welcome.
man. You have been such a blessing on this film, and I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for this film. And you're one of the reasons why this film is even made. So I really appreciate everything you've done. And I'm glad you liked the title. I saw your thumbs up, so that's good.
Yes. I'm very happy to help you. I just sent you another donation a little while ago.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much. You're
help you out
such a
for
blessing.
To you being here in Texas, and you're here in my state. So
Yeah, so I guess I didn't know you're from Texas. That's why I was a little hesitant to answer the phone because I was like, "Is this an interview? Probably shouldn't answer this."
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, good. God bless you guys and keep up the good work. I can't wait till the movie comes out. It sounds awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your support, Ophelia. It's really good to talk to you.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, I hope you have a
All
good night. God bless.
Thank you. You too. Get some rest. You sound very tired.
I'm very tired. I'm so tired I can't go to bed. I was waking up all night last night, maybe because I was just amped for this interview.
Well, when you get your kid's name wrong, then you definitely are tired.
That's bad, huh?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Well, I do have a kid named that I do have a kid's name is that, but I called the wrong kid that. Okay. Anyways, well. All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
She's a doll.
All right. Well.
That's Abigail. That's Abigail.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. God bless you.
God bless you too. We'll talk later.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was really nice to call. You know, she's been a huge blessing over the years. You know, you always see her name pop up every time we do a call out, and she has just been awesome. So it's great to talk to her. I don't use emojis. I'm against them in principle. Okay. All right. Good.
I'm curious to hear the reasoning behind this one.
No, we just need this. There's not enough thumbs up. We need one person did thumbs up for all the other people. Did you notice that? There's 28 people watching and 28 thumbs up.
That was Miriam in the message.
That was Miriam. Okay. All right. Very good. Are you able to send? What do you mean in the message? Oh, yeah, that was Miriam. Yeah, that was Miriam. All right. So I think that's it. We're going to call it. We have an interview tomorrow at noon after.
Now, just to read this one, was the original title for the film The Great Reset, or is that another film in production?
No, it was originally called The Great Reset. Now it's called COVID Land. And so, yeah, there's a new title now.
Yeah, The Great Reset was just a working title.
It was a working title, and every release it said The Great Reset, and then little parentheses it said a working title. Because, you know, I didn't really care for that name from the start, but I didn't have anything better. And, you know, it's good to have some kind of name as you're making it, just to show people. Oh, you got a picture? The Great Reset. What's that?
It just so it does have The Great Reset on the questions and everything. So
yeah, because I just came up with this 2 days ago. So because I read that book on the plane. Well, before the plane, but I finished it on the plane. It's a great book.
I think we got almost 25 thumbs up on here.
Yeah, because one person thumbs it up like 20 times.
All right. Oh, you got something?
No, that's bringing the book up.
Oh, okay. I think we're about an hour and 12 minutes into this. I think it's time to pretty much wrap this up.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I mean, we're going to hit the bed, and because we got to get up early tomorrow, drive to Houston and set up for an interview, and
then drive back to Austin.
So
is that like a 4-hour drive?
About that, yeah.
4 hours each way, so
about 8 to 9 hours, depending.
Not bad. I mean, I have to drive that just to go pick up equipment. It feels like. Get some sleep. Will do. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I appreciate everyone's support out there. Yeah, it's just, you know, you could tell God has just been blessing this film because it just seems like every time I need money, the money comes in. Every time I need to get an interview, the interviews come in, and I feel like I'm just always just saying, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, because
everything is just falling into place.
I know. It's crazy how it's just been going so perfectly.
Like when we were in Arizona, in California, everyone was like, okay, you got to get this person. And then we weren't sure if we can get that person.
Yeah.
It just fell in.
Like, okay, for instance, we were going to wrap this up. Sorry. One more story. So we were trying to get Peggy Hall. I was trying to get Peggy Hall for a month, writing email after email after email, calling the number, you know. Not, you know, she kept saying, no, I can't do it. She can't do it. Can you do it this day? No, I can't do it this day. And it's like, I was like, well, I'll rent a place. I'll get like she didn't want to do it at her house. Then I was like, well, I'll rent a meeting room and we'll just do it in a meeting room. She's like, finally, she's like, no, we can't do it. And then I went and interviewed Bill Sardi. We went and interviewed Bill Sardi in California, and we interviewed Bill, and he was awesome. Loved that guy. He loved us. He let us stay at his house, which was awesome. Yeah. And then he was like, I told him I'm trying to get a hold of this woman, and he was like, oh, I'll call her. I know her. I'll call her. And he called her and set up the interview for the next day. So that was just like an act of God. I got that interview, and then all of a sudden she was available after that phone call. So,
and of course, she ended up being one of the sweetest ladies
ever.
Oh,
yeah, she was great. And she was so nice to me. She just didn't know who I was. She didn't want to do the interview. But as soon as she was done, she loved it. Because you know what? She saw her shot and she looked good.
I mean, she loved it. She even came on the show, too.
Yeah, right. She came on your show, yeah.
can't wait for COVID land.
COVID land.
COVID.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, guys.
No more stories. No more stories.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you guys for tuning in. Please support the project, support the channel. Go subscribe, and so we can keep up to date and grow the audience here.
Yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe to this channel because you know, Peter's been knocking it out with the live streams lately.
And so, you know what? I hope you guys have a very good evening. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you, Paul, for coming on tonight. You know,
It's been great.
God bless.
God bless, guys. Good night.